What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. On today's video, there is a topic which I don't care if I have to emphasize 100 times about that particular topic or about that particular concept, which is the concept of risk to reward. If you guys can see on this particular account, let me show you guys based on examples, right? On this particular account, we are currently, this is my Forex fund, $200,000 funded live account, as you guys can see. And this account is currently standing on $217,000. I started this account yesterday because the account was funded over the weekend or on Friday, and I was waiting to start trading it beginning of the week. I started trading it actively yesterday, and let me just walk you guys through. Even though the account is now on $217,000, meaning I've already made a profit of $17,000. That's almost about 8% of my, about 9% of my account already, right? Good. And let's just start from the first trade I took on this particular account. I want to show you guys the concept of risk, the importance of risk too. No matter how beginner, no matter how primitive you are, no matter how amateur you are when it comes to trading, if you understand the concept of risk to reward, trust me, you make money in Forex trading at the end of the day. This is guarantee. This is guarantee. I've shown people that I just started teaching them Forex trading maybe about 1 week ago, maybe about money ago, but so long as they understand the concept of risk to reward, you see them making profit consistently. All right. So let's start from the first trade on this account. The first trade on this account was this particular trade. Let me just show you guys the screenshot. I took the screenshot yesterday, and this is actually the screenshot. You can see by this point, at this particular time, I was already up with how much? I was already up with $14,000, and you can see, if I can even go on the filter, I show according to the date, you can see that was on the 18th, and today is still the 18th. So I started it yesterday night, all right? Yesterday night, that was still the 18th. I started 17 going to 18, and you can see the same account. I'm just trying to show you guys the trades and everything. So the most important thing here is the account balance by this point in time was $214,000. Let's go to the screenshot. I took this screenshot at the same point, at that same time, where it was showing the balance on $214,000. Don't worry, I'll show you guys the strategy. I don't only just talk about the theory. I'll show you guys the exact strategy I was using here. You can see I had more losers. I had more losers than winners. The winning rate on this particular account was 30%. I mean, the accuracy or the win rate or whatsoever you have to call it was 30%, meaning I lose 70% of my trades. 70% of all my trades were losers. I passed just 30%, and at the end of the day, I'm still making money. At the end of the day, I was still up with $14,000. Okay, fast forward, because I just ended trading. My target was to hit $17,000 or $18,000 today, and as soon as I hit that particular target, this was a trade I just recorded. Where is it again? Or let's just go to the current chart. Let's just go to MetaTrader 5. This is MetaTrader 5, and let's go here and put on today. You see, that is a filter for today, and these are all the trades, all right? Let's even put this on closing time. On close time, it will show you the exact time most of those trades were closed. You can see, I had more winners than losers. More winners than losers. Out of all the about 40 trades I took, I had about 25 trades, almost about 26 trades that were winners, that were losers. Almost about 26 to 27 trades that were losers, and just about 13 trades that were winners. And at the end of the day, I'm still making money. At the end of the day, I'm still a millionaire, even though I have more trades that were actually losers. All right, if we can just go through some of these trades, just even showing you guys the profits and everything, you can already guess the risk to reward I was using, right? So let me just show you guys, my loser was what? Anytime I had a loss, how much do I lose? I lost $2,000. Let's just take an average $2,000. Anytime I had a win, how much do I gain? I gain $4,000. So for every time I had a loss, I lost $2,000. And for every time I had a win, I had a profit of $4,000. So what was the risk to reward on this trade? Let me just give you 30 seconds. Every time I had a loss, I lost $2,000. And anytime I had a win, I got $4,000. What was the risk to reward I was using? Let me know. Okay, the 30 seconds is already up. I know you got the answer right? I know you got the answer right. The risk to reward I was using was 1:2, all right? Because for every $2,000 I was risking, I was going for $4,000. Then this is still another question. Please, I want you guys to participate, right? This is still another question. Okay, since you already know the risk to reward I was using on this particular trade, and for each trade I was risking $2,000. So what was the percentage of my account I was risking? Remember, this was a $200,000 account and I was risking $2,000 per trade. What was the percentage of my account I was risking? Let me know. I'm going to give you guys again 30 seconds. For every trade, I was risking $2,000 and my original account balance was $200,000. What was the percentage of my account I was risking per trade? Time up. The time is up. So I know you also got the answer right. So the percentage per trade was what? 1%. Simple. My risk management is perfect. I have a lot of confidence on my risk management when it comes to trading. That's why I trade with a lot of confidence. I don't care whatsoever the market is happening in the market, because I know overall, at the end of the day, I will still be making money. Show me 10 losers on the row, I wouldn't care. At the end of the day, I will still be making money. So I was risking 1% per trade, and I was going for a risk to reward of 1:2. That's why I see 1% of 200,000 is what? Is $2,000. And anytime I win a trade, I have $4,000. So for every win I have, I make 2% of my account. And by the end of the buy, this is still just 3 o'clock my time. I started this account today. This is just 3 o'clock. And I'm already up with almost about 9% of my account. Anytime I get funded, this is what I used to do. Anytime I get funded on any account, my target is just 10% and I cash out. Simple. Anytime I get funded on any funded account, my target is just 10% on that account, and then I cash out. And even if I lost that account at that point in time, I had already made a return on investment. That is how you get into trading with a winning mentality. That is how you get into trading with a business plan. For example, this account was what? This account was a $200,000 account, and 10% of $200,000 is what? Is $20,000. Meaning I'm already at the level of $17,000. Tomorrow, once I've already crossed that 20,000 mark, I'm going to stop at that point in time, and I wait for the minimum trading days that I need to trade before I cash out, and I cash out my money. Remember, my main goal is to be able to have 10% of the account. So I'm going to be closing the account on around about $24,000, so that even if I have a profit share of 80 to 20, I'll still be able to cash out $20,000. If I'm cashing out $20,000 from a $200,000 account, which I bought for $1,000, that is a return on investment of almost about $19,000 profit. Because I bought that account for $1,000 and I made $20,000. I just made a profit of $19,000. I can remove even $9,000 and use it to buy maybe about 3 million worth of pro firms. At the end of the day, this is not magic. You had a plan. I had a plan that, okay, this will be able to happen. This is how I'm going to be able to reinvest my profit. So that was exactly what I did on this particular account, and we are already up with almost about 9%. What strategy was I using here? You can see strictly, you don't even need to go far. This was strictly a scalping strategy. Scalping. It wasn't a swing trade. I was opening and closing trade within 20 minutes sometimes, or even within 30 minutes, within 45 minutes. So this was strictly scalping. I was just risking 20 pips, going for 40 pips. 20 pips, going for 40 pips. So what was happening? If I can go here on my chart, what was happening was very simple. You can see these are all the dots. All the dots. So what was I doing? So long as I go on my chart, I just screw around until I look for where I can be able to have a steady trend. All right, there are many on this particular video. We're not talking about how you can determine a trend. No, I know you can already do that. But even if you can't do that, just go how you can determine a market trend. So long as you've already determined the trend of the market, even on my channel, check videos on my channel, you'll be able to see hundreds of videos that will teach you how you can be able to determine the trend in the market, right? So long as you've already determined your trend, for example, on this particular trend, I can already conclude that this was a downtrend. You can use even just market structure. This market was already forming lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, all right? So long as I start seeing that, I already know this market is in a downtrend. Or you can even still use a simple moving average. That will still tell you the market trend, all right? Good. So long as I've already known my market trend, I just wait for the market to breathe in. If the market is in a downtrend, I'll wait for the market to breathe in. Breathing in means I'll wait for a consolidation in the opposite direction. So long as I have that consolidation in the opposite direction, which is also a retracement, I'll just wait now for an opposite candle. For an opposite candle which is in the direction of the original trend. So long as I already see the market pulling back in this particular opposite direction, I just wait for a bullish candle. All right, the market must be able to pull back for a reasonable, not just one candle pulling back and I say no. I wait for the market to pull back like for maybe half of the trend. There are other parameters I use, but those are just the basics of the strategy. So long as I already have that red candle, which is the confirmation of the original downtrend, or maybe a reversal candlestick pattern. You guys already know chart patterns, candlestick patterns. So long as I already have that, after the market has already breathed in, I go in. Risks 1% of my trade, 1% of my account. My stop loss on 20 pips, my take profit on 40 pips. Simple. Stop loss 20 pips, take profit on 40 pips. Then I just sit and I watch. If it hits my stop loss, at that point in time, I continue my analysis to analyze the different opportunity. If it hits my take profit, I do the same. I trade as a monkey. I have no monetary value attached to those trades at that point in time. I'm just busy executing. I don't care what profit I'm making. I don't care how much I'm losing. I'm just busy executing. Anytime I want to be able to scalp with this kind of frequency, I have room for 4 trades. I always like to give myself room for 4 trades, meaning I have room to be able to risk 4% of my account, particularly when I'm trying to get funded. All right, meaning if I put the first trade and it doesn't go, I lost 1%. Second trade, it doesn't go, I lost 2%. Third trade, it doesn't go, I lost 3%. Fourth trade, it doesn't go, I lost 4%. I stopped for that day. I stop at that point in time because remember, if you continue, obviously with most pro firms, you even breach the 5% daily drawdown and you will be able to lose that account. But if you stop at that point in time, you come back the next day with fresh energy, fresh ideas, and you'll be able to recover from there. But seldom, in most cases, if I have the first loser, second loser, the third one will be a winner, and that third one, which is a winner, will be able to cover all those losses, and I'll just go back to break even, continue making money. So I seldom go unto the extent where I'm done for the day. No. By the time I have 1 or 2 losers, one winner will just come and cover all those losers, and I'll be back in the game before you see you're already up with 2%, 3%, 4%, up to 8%, 9%. I recently did a video where I was able to pass a pro firm challenge, made 8% of my account within 55 minutes. So just click the link above or check within my channel and you'll still be able to see that video and the strategy I use. So this is just what I do on a daily basis. On my funded challenge accounts. And anytime I get funded, I step down the risks from 1% per trade to 0.5% per trade. All right. So my process is very religious. My process is very meticulous. And if you go on the internet, I always say, I've invented my own wheel. You can't reinvent the wheel. What is that? No, I invented my own wheel because the way I trade, nobody on the internet there are no two Godloves on the internet, right? I have my own way I trade. I have my own way I pass my pro firm challenges. And that is why I always say, do what I do, not just what I say, because I show with all the examples. With all the examples, you guys can see. I'm showing you guys the same thing I did on my account, and you guys can be able to duplicate the same thing on your account. The power of risk to reward. The power of risk to reward. No matter what strategy you are using, no matter what kind of analysis you are doing on your chart, so long as you analyze and you see that the risk to reward on that trade is less than 1:2, you must go for a risk to reward of at least 1:2. My ideal is 1:2. I don't want to stay in a trade for so long without getting a result. I want to be able to know if it was a good trade or not. My ideal risk to reward is 1:2. But you can go for 1:3 or even 1:4, even 1:5, all right? But just know you have too many losers and few winners. And at the end of the day, you might still be making money. But my ideal is 1:2 risk to reward. And at the end of the day, trust me, this one is a guarantee. You'll be able to go break even or at most make some money from the Forex market. If you want to be able to know my pro firm recommendations, check on the video description and you'll be able to see my recommended pro firms, the ones I use on a daily basis. If you want to be able to use the same broker I use, also check on the video description. You want to use Payout Pro. On days where I don't want to be able to do active scalping like this, I just put my robot Payout Pro, and Payout Pro will still be able to do the same thing. So if you want to use the same robot, also check on the video description. You want me to mentor you one-on-one, want to be part of Godlove University, also check on the video description. Click here to watch a video which I made related to prop firms. Click here to watch a detailed strategy that will help you pass your prop firm challenges. Click here to subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the video, and I will see you guys on these other videos. Peace.